my most common asked questions or comments on my videos is what is wrong with my daughter's nose. Obviously, her nose looks a little different, and I'm going to address it in case there are any moms experiencing something similar. My daughter, she's 4 months old. She was born with a hemangioma, which is very common. You will see it in most babies on their face, their cheek, like this big red swollen looking thing on their skin. For my daughter's case, it's underneath her skin on the tip of her nose. So it makes her nose look very swollen and blue at times. If you don't know what a hemangioma is, like abnormally formed blood vessels, and they grow pretty rapidly in the first 5 months of life. After that, they do continue to grow still, but the rate of the growth slows down and it stops growing at 1 year, and then after that a few years goes by and it starts shrinking down. Our pediatric dermatologist is slightly concerned with the location of the hemangioma. Hemangioma itself is nothing to be concerned about, but since the location of hers is on the tip of her nose, can cause the cartilage in her nose to look deformed once it shrinks down and also even destruct the cartilage. Recommended we start treatment. Basic treatment is not really going to work for her, they said, since hers is deep. We are supposed to be starting her on a medication called propranolol, and if you've heard of that, it's pretty commonly used to treat blood pressure issues. Is a little alarming when you're talking about a 4-month-old baby, right? But from what I understand, the dose is significantly lower than that of to treat a blood pressure. Side effects include a drop in blood sugar, which is definitely not something you want in a 4-month-old baby, and then night terrors. If you do decide to put her on propranolol, we do need to take her to a clinic and she needs to be monitored for her first dose to make sure everything is safe. So that is my little update on my sweet girly girl's nose. For everyone commenting what is wrong with your daughter's nose, I think there's a proper way to ask a question. And when you're talking about the appearance of somebody, you should really be mindful in the way that you're asking questions. That's all I got.